If WVIC is one of your favorite radio stations, brace yourself because tomorrow it's going to change.
As you know, for 30 years it's been Mid-Michigan's top 40 station, and now it's going country, or perhaps new country would be a better phrase. News 10's Regina Carswell tells us what Lansing's 2 country radio stations and a lot of country listeners think about this big change.
This is New Country 102, WILX, where the oldest thing you'll find is this morning's coffee.
Brian Bell, program director for WILS, says he's surprised by the news for more reasons than one.
VIC is joining the party now, and I think it speaks to, the only top 40 station in the market is going to leave to go country, where there's already 2 solid radio stations doing country. It says a lot about where this music format is today and where it's coming.
And because he says WILS is new country.
New Country 102, WILS, the station that plays more hot country. The new one from Shania Twain's coming up right now. It's Faith Hill, Take Me As I Am. On New Country 102, WILS.
Strategically, what we're going to do, what we've been doing, we're not going to change it. This is a good radio station, and people continue to listen more and more to New Country 102. And why should we change that?
But now, WVIC will be singing the same tune, changing their format to new country and what they call radio's hottest phenomenon. What does WITL think? Well, General Manager Greg Capogna says that competition is good for the community, and anyone who doesn't like competition shouldn't be in this business. And he adds that he's not surprised.
Even die-hard country listeners here at the Hayloft, each one faithful to either old country or new country, say that they're willing to give this new station on the block a try.
I don't know, I'll have to give them a shot. I'll give everybody a shot.
Well, we'll listen to it. We'll see. I can change. There's always room for changes.
In Lansing, Regina Carswell, News 10.
News 10 also talked with one of WVIC's competitors tonight, Q106, and WIBM General Manager Dennis Mockler doesn't know yet what effect WVIC's format change will have on area radio listeners.
I think that's really hard to judge. It would be pretty simplistic to say X number is going to go here or go there. I think that those listeners will go to a variety of places, probably check out some places and be available. May end up settling in a format somewhat different than what they listened to before. It'll be hard to tell.
For 30 years, it's been a mid-Michigan top 40 phenomenon, and now, well, maybe it's a sign of the times. WVIC is going country. The new 95 FM in Lansing is beginning a new country format. Starting tomorrow, it'll be known as Wild Country 94.9, The Cat, trying to edge out 2 other mid-Michigan country stations for top ratings. WVIC flourished in the pop era of the 1980s, but consultants have told WVIC that the country music has more listeners in mid-Michigan than any other format.
Listen up, all of you top 40 music fans. 95 FM WVIC Radio is changing their format. Starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, WVIC will be switching to top 40 country, and they'll be called The Cat.
Introducing Wild Country 94.9, The Cat. Finally, a new country radio station custom-made for today's active contemporary lifestyle. This is not your father's radio station.
Now, what you just heard is a portion of a cassette tape that went out to all the radio station's advertisers, alerting them to these changes. So yes, you did hear right. WVIC is switching their music format from Janet Jackson to Alan Jackson, playing today's most popular country hits. It's a secret right now as to who will be hosting the morning show. One longtime Lansing radio station will sound a bit different today.
Introducing Wild Country 94.9, The Cat.
Yesterday, radio station WVIC announced that it is changing its format from top 40 to country. The station, now called Wild Country 94.9, The Cat, says the decision was based on extensive research. Currently, the #1 station in the Lansing market is also a country station, WITL. WILS also has a country-type format. A press conference is scheduled for later this morning to address that change. Did you notice a change on the radio this morning?
Wild Country 94.9, The Cat.
And that's the type of sound you'll be hearing from now on WVIC. The Lansing radio station decided to make the switch from pop to country after evaluating the market. The new format is just hours old, but already the station has heard from a number of listeners about the change.
Top 40
if you're talking about popular music, is a pretty vague term. It's really been fragmented in a lot of cases. And it's still going to be there, but it's not going to be on one radio station.
There's a couple people that aren't real happy because they really like, you know, rock and roll music, but the majority of the response is not really positive.
There are already 2 country stations in the Lansing market, but VIC officials say they're offering a little something extra, at least for the time being. No chatter and no commercials. It's also expected that most of the on-air personalities will be remaining on at the station.
New era in Mid-Michigan radio began at 6 o'clock sharp this morning.
94.9 The Cat.
Yep, what has been for 30 years the king of Mid-Michigan Top 40 music is country. WVIC in Lansing, which topped the ratings charts in the mid-'80s with popular morning disc jockey Rich Michaels, is now the area's 3rd new country station. The switch was leaked yesterday and formally announced 9 a.m. this morning. Some people had their alarm clock set to it and
they
heard
were just
Garth Brooks.
shocked right out of bed, weren't they?